Raider Nation, what is going on, man? As you guys know, if you have not heard the news, Raiders corner Nate Hobbs was arrested early this morning on suspicion of DUI. Let's just discuss it a little bit, man. I see a lot of your guys' comments coming in. First and foremost, this is not acceptable, man. The Raiders have had so many negative things already happen, and the last thing we need is for another one of our players to get a DUI, man. And yet here we are. Like, we had the John Gruden situation happen. We had the Henry Ruggs situation happen. Many of our players, COVID and all that other stuff. And yet here we are making another boneheaded mistake, man. I'm not sure what the hell the Raider players are thinking at this point. Like, at some point you have to know, right? For Nate Hobbs, you have to know that you can't make these type of mistakes, man. You're a rookie, and at the end of the day, the best situation happened, right? He didn't hurt anyone. He didn't crash his car. But the fact that he still was arrested on DUI. Now, I will say this, right? I will say this. The best case scenario was him doing what he did, which was he was pulled over, technically, right? I know he was in his car, but he was parked. He wasn't driving. And from what I'm reading that the charges may be dropped for the sole reason that he was not driving. Now, I think technically it makes a difference if he's in the driver's seat versus the passenger seat. And I'm not sure the entire story, but according to TMZ, Nate Hobbs was someone called the police saying, hey, there's this guy passed out in his car. Police went there. He was unresponsive at first. They were able to get him awake. And then at that point, they were trying to do the field sobriety test. And yeah, basically he failed, and he was booked on suspicion of DUI. Now, it's unfortunate because the Raiders have went through this a couple of times, and we're to the point where it's like, when are these guys going to learn that you can't make these type of mistakes, right? You can't go out and have DUIs and crash your car. And this isn't the first time, right? Like, Josh Jacobs went through this situation. Henry Ruggs went through this situation. And now it's Nate Hobbs. At what point are these guys going to slow down and not have these DUIs? Let me know what you guys think. Make sure to leave a super chat if you guys want to be featured on the channel. We have the first super chat of the day. I'm gonna see if I can pull it up here. I am recording on my phone as I am not in my home studio. This one comes from Explicit G. He's saying, I'm guessing he's done for the year. Now, we don't know that to be a fact, right? Like, we don't know if Nate Hobbs is done for the year. The Raiders have playoff implications coming up. And the thing is we don't know if Nate Hobbs is done for the year because we don't know what the charges will be from this situation. It's much different. Like, the Henry Ruggs situation was different because he crashed his car, and someone passed away from that situation. And we knew that this guy if he wasn't going to be suspended and if the Raiders weren't going to release him like right away, we knew he would not play. The commissioner would put him on the commissioner's list and he wouldn't play. Now, with this situation is different, right? Because Nate Hobbs was arrested, but he didn't hurt anyone. He didn't crash his car. And technically, he will be on his first court appearance will be in May. So we won't even know until May if he pleads guilty, if the case is dropped, right? Because with the Josh Jacobs situation, the case was dropped, right? So again, a lot could come out of this. We don't really know what's going to happen, but Nate Hobbs, Raiders star rookie cornerback, a super promising career, was arrested last night for DUI. And again, I don't know why the Raider players are continuing to do this. Is it Las Vegas? Is that the issue? Some of you guys are commenting that, saying that Las Vegas is the reason that that the Raiders are having all these issues. And at the same time, will it continue to happen? At what point are these players going to realize that you have the opportunity in your life right now to make so much money, generational wealth? Some players are making $1 million every single Sunday. At the very least, you're making $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 every single week. Like, at the very least, probably even more than that. And some of these guys are willing to throw it away for one, drinking a little bit of alcohol. Again, let's be honest, right? Nate Hobbs has not been convicted. So keep that in mind, right? Don't judge the guy. We don't know exactly what happened. TMZ broke the story, and TMZ kind of has a they're kind of known for stretching stories, right? Kind of getting those headlines and not necessarily having the full picture. And that's going to be the case here, right? With the Josh Jacobs situation, they basically said he was guilty until he proves himself innocent, and he did prove himself innocent. And the same thing could happen with Nate Hobbs, right? Now, Nate Hobbs obviously is not at the facility today. And I believe Coach Rich Bisaccia is, if he's not already doing his presser, he's about to start his presser. And we'll find out more information once that pressure kind of comes along. But again, Nate Hobbs is still innocent until he's proven guilty, but it is still a bad look. And I'm not sure why, we're allowing this to be, but we gotta step up, man. We gotta step up as a team. Our leaders gotta step up, and the conversation needs to be had, man. Playoffs are right around the corner. Could you imagine if Nate Hobbs got behind that wheel and actually started driving? And let's say he started driving, and let's say he wrecked his car and he hit somebody. Nate Hobbs would be cut this morning. He wouldn't just be arrested. He would be released this morning. So he obviously, fortunately, that wasn't the case, but you got to stop making these mistakes. Our leaders in the locker room need to talk to these guys. Max Crosby always talks about his DUI story, and how he was once, and I don't think he was pulled over or arrested for the situation, but he once drove drunk and he got into a car accident. He didn't hit anyone, but he himself was in an accident, and that was a huge learning lesson for him. It almost seems like these guys have to go through it in order for them to learn. And again, innocent until he's proven guilty, and we'll get the entire picture over the next couple of days, couple of weeks. But we don't know now. Is Nate Hobbs going to play for the Raiders? And if he doesn't play for the Raiders this upcoming week, this playoff game, who's going to step up for the Raiders? Keyshawn Nixon played last week. Even though Nate Hobbs was healthy, he wasn't fully healthy. He had just recovered from COVID. And Keyshawn Nixon stepped in, and Nixon had a fantastic game. So if Nate Hobbs can't play, is it going to be Nixon? Will Nixon be that guy to step in and potentially be the guy to play? I'm not 100% sure, but either way, Nate Hobbs, huge mistake, man. You can't make these type of mistakes. And I will say this. He is still a rookie. He's going to learn. He's going to better himself. And he hasn't shown, right, at least his past, hasn't shown that is the type of person he is. Nate Hobbs doesn't come off as the type of person that he is going to be arrested. He is going to go through these things. But yeah, man, again, I'm excited for this team, but I'm not excited for what the Raiders are going through in certain situations. Diego, thank you for the super chat. You said the Raiders organization needs to develop its own rideshare program specifically for its own players. And that's a good point. I believe the NFL already has something like that. Don't quote me on that, but I believe the NFL already has something like that. Even then, there's already a ride-sharing program out there that's basically $10 for anybody to go anywhere at any point, and it's called Uber or Lyft. Use one of those services, man. Use one of those services. I know it's not available in every single market out there, but I know it is in Vegas. Vegas is too big for Uber not to be a thing. Either way, man, can't have these mistakes, man. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. I really appreciate the couple of super chats, the comments, and let me just know what you guys think, man. Boneheaded mistake, yes. But let's take a step back. Innocent until he's proven guilty. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I'll see you guys next time with another video.